One of the biggest surprises for the 2023 season comes from GMS, specifically the team's name. While many think that the name being changed to Legacy Motor Club is not too much of a big deal, it marks the first season in which a NASCAR season will be without a team that bears the Petty family name. With new arrivals come new assignments, and it seems like Petty being deleted from the name of the team is going to be a huge deal moving forward in the 2023 season. One of the biggest stories in NASCAR last year was the fact that Jimmie Johnson had been assigned as the co-owner of Petty GMS Motorsports. At least that was the name of the team, and now it's known as Legacy Motor Club, or Legacy MC. Johnson has retired from NASCAR, but that doesn't mean that he's ready to give up on the entire sport all at once, with him moving forward in the managing roles of the sport. A shakeup within the leadership team of what has been known as Petty GMS Motorsports is one thing, but it seems like things don't stop there. Johnson had an interview on the Today Show adding that the whole organization will be rebranded as the Legacy Motor Club, or Legacy MC, as previously announced. The drivers will be Noah Gragson, driving the number 42 Chevrolet, and Eric Jones, driving the number 43 Chevrolet. Johnson joined the organization as a co-owner late last year, and it seems like he will pilot a third entry in a partial schedule. Jimmie Johnson stands as one of the most accomplished drivers in NASCAR, having won 7 Cup Series championships driving the number 84 Chevrolet Camaro. The number that he chose to wear was an inversion of the number 48 that he made famous while driving for Hendrick Motorsports, and also the number of victories that Jimmie has earned at NASCAR's national level, with 1 coming in the Xfinity Series and 83 in the Cup Series. Apart from Johnson, the other co-owner of the team is Maury Gallagher, and it seems like the agenda ahead of the newly named team is going to be a very interesting one. The first race on the schedule will be the Daytona 500 for Jimmie Johnson, a race that he's won in 2006 and 2013. However, the field will present around 40 cars that will be equally hungry for the win, just like Johnson. The primary sponsor for Daytona will be Carvana. Maury Gallagher spoke about the opportunity of leading the new team into new challenges, reminiscing on the days when he got the team, and further elaborating. Just over a year ago, I had the opportunity to acquire Richard Petty Motorsports in the NASCAR Cup Series. We made great strides throughout the 2022 season, winning the Southern 500 with Eric at Darlington and bringing Noah into the team for 2023. With the addition of Jimmie in an ownership role, we knew change was inevitable with his experience and knowledge. Our goal is to win races, win championships, and to represent our partners by performing at the highest level. The new image of Legacy MC is something that will allow us to stand out and foster a team environment that breeds success. Johnson hasn't raced since the 2020 Cup Series finale in Phoenix. But if he competes in the Daytona 500, it will be his 687th Cup start. Still, one couldn't help but wonder, why the name change? Is there something else that the owners of the team are trying to say? After all, marking the first season that won't bear the Petty name isn't a small thing. But Johnson has shed some light on why he and Maury opted out for the new name, further elaborating. After brainstorming about the new name of our team, Maury and I recognized the opportunity to do something special and different. We felt it was important to have a name that honored the past and acknowledged the future, Legacy. The term Motor Club is a nod to car clubs of the past. Legacy MC will be an inclusive club for automobile racing enthusiasts. I'm excited to be a part of a story so rich in heritage and look forward to creating a new legacy in this sport outside of the race car. Obviously, the expectations of the team are going to be very high, and now that Johnson is involved more in managing the team, the new name means that he and Maury are ready for new beginnings. And they do have 2 drivers that can show themselves in the perfect light if that is required of them. So one couldn't help but note that the team has a bright future indeed. Richard Petty, also known as the King, has spoken out about the recent changes that are happening to the team, adding that the 22 championships speak enough about why they opted out for the name Legacy on the team. On top of that, he added that Motor Club is a perfect fit because they wanted the fans to pull for the whole team. With Petty wanting to remember the number 42 and number 43 cars, no matter who drives inside of them, and reminisce about the history that comes with these 2 cars. Apart from the new ownership, the leadership of the team has also undergone some major changes. Bruce Mosley, who was previously known as the former executive of Roush Fenway Racing and Chip Ganassi Racing, and most recently the president of Violet Defense, is now set to take on an executive role at Legacy MC. Mosley is 54 years old, and with his arrival to the team, Legacy MC will obtain a guy who has been in NASCAR for more than 30 years. You can't put a price tag on that. Mosley's experience in building teams and sales is something that the organization is going to value a lot, with Johnson planning to compete in a couple of races this season as well. The team president will remain Mike Beam, the guy who led GMS Racing's NASCAR Truck Series to 2 series championships. This is a position that he's held since 2021, and obviously the new owners have a lot of trust in Mike, so he's safe from the changes. However, the executive vice president of sales since 2021 onwards, Brian Moffitt, is no longer with the team. This is a matter that was discussed by Maury, who added, "As Petty GMS continues to evolve since the merger in 2021, we have experienced an exceptional amount of growth and change. Our goal is to create one of the strongest and most competitive teams in NASCAR, both on and off the racetrack. And with new ownership structure, we remain committed to putting the best personnel in place to accomplish that goal. While we know change is difficult, we are confident it is in the best interest for the long-term and overall success of our team. We can confirm we are in talks with some senior-level executives with heavy-hitting experience in the sales force, business world, and on the competition side to take this team to the next level. We will be able to announce those individuals once negotiations are final. Obviously, the team will put a lot more trust in Jimmie Johnson to lead them into the waters of success, which is why Jimmie has been granted a bigger role within the team. And rest assured that he has some big shoes to fill, alongside Maury, especially because the Petty name has been literally related to NASCAR ever since the sport has existed. Petty Enterprises was part of the first NASCAR season ever, which took place in 1949, when Lee Petty entered 5 races. Lee was one of the most successful early NASCAR drivers with 54 wins in 427 races and 3 championships, and the Petty names just keep coming and going in NASCAR in the upcoming period. This is something that many were able to reminisce about whenever they read the name Petty GMS in NASCAR, but that privilege has been taken away from 2023 onwards. With Maury Gallagher becoming the majority owner of the team ahead of the 2022 season, adding Jimmie Johnson as a co-owner, and deciding to rebrand as Legacy MC, the team has a very bright future ahead. Obviously, challenges are going to be present, and they're not going to be ones that could be overcome easily. With big responsibilities come big obstacles, and managing a team is never going to be a job that one could complete with ease. And it's evident that Johnson isn't ready to give up on racing forever, which is why he wants to be present in a couple of races in 2023 and therefore show the right way for Gragson and Jones. With that being said, a very interesting period comes ahead of us, and we're more than happy to see how everything will unfold for the newly branded Legacy MC. What do you think about this whole situation? Do you think that the team is poised for success? Let us know in the comments below.